Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Sunday, the 16th day for this month of September 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. No Connie, Sense Past King. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where it bring una meaningful information, it bring una the truth, fact-based analysis for help we as we work for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad are bring una revolutionary greetings, and today we'll start with very big, fat, good news for Ambazonian victory to our people them. Yesterday, helicopter for La Republique land around custom for up Bamenda. Will be the fee say that they bring in the dead body for the Cameroon terrorist soldier where they be killing for inside Bui. For custom, corner Legion for Bamenda. They move to die body them, take and go down for inside mortuary. We don't confirm and say that die body them na Cameroon military men the way they shoot them for inside Santa. So operation will take place for Santa and encounter between La Republique, their military them, and our Ambazonian forces the way they want try to enter for one of their camp them for Santa. The Ambazonian fighter then get bullet exchange. It will be an attack where it never be reported, but it then be confirmed say 2 Cameroon terrorist military and die for that attack, and we want to congratulate our forces them for this wonderful job. The Cameroon military, na terrorists, they terrorize our people them, and they be responsible for carry out killing, burning of over 30,000 innocent Ambazonian citizens them, including the arson attacks for our villages them, and the targeting of storage facility them for bands or mbanda them, with the hope for using collective punishment for bring our people down their knee with poverty. Cameroon military should have no place in Ambazonia, and every Ambazonian sons and daughters should look for every means possible to eliminate the imminent threats that comes from the Cameroon terrorist forces. My fellow country people, in the spirit of shalom, as today na Sunday, we Ambazonian across the globe, they go for go worship, and those where they stay at home, I get this one message for share and for una, when for John 8:44. The message, the verse it reads say, "You belong to your father, the devil." Miss Omani had no cord when you hear that first reading. Make I continue. It talks say, "And you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of all lies." The word of God is cut like two-edged sword, piercing before and for back. This word it talk about lying, and the devil being the liar, the murderer. The devil they come for steal, for kill, and to destroy your future, your hopes, and ability for you to accomplish your natural capability the way God it give for you. Mundus operandis of the devil and the whole trademark na lying. That means say lying no be say person he make mistake, or person he see something way he no understand him, he talk him in a different way. Person way he lie na man way he know the truth, but he decide for talk the opposite, for deceive, for paint wrong image for people them, for make people them believe say other people them or something na way to way he no be. That is the job of a liar. The Bible they call people them way then they behave this way, say na picking them for Satan. They come for can do the will for their father, and the will for Satan na for kill, destroy, and to steal. They plan the way God he get them for you. So the truth it be very important. We must always speak the truth. As I always said, only the truth shall set you free. And I get a couple of very important discussion with 2 people them, and I will bring this issue them. One and the second one about a publication will be done and signed by Dela na a very young Ambazonian will be there for this struggle to promote self-defense, but of recent it and the focus for build fashion and celebrity lifestyle. I think na own way for use and for support the struggle. But first, I will address the first one when at the conversation I get on with one comrade where he come, he talk for me, say, a very good comrade, I respect him, a former member of the Sword of Ambazonia. He talk for me, say, Capo Daniel, it be very confusing. Say, me where I be the sell, I have a show for Ambazonia, make a me that they believe them. Today, I they talk the opposite and it be very confusing for them. So, if you stand for support one person so much, today you talk the opposite for ye. And then another person, he come, he talk about Tapang Ivor. And by the way, Tapang Ivor ran do a wonderful interview for the WD television with Meme Mefo, where he be aired for across the globe. Meme Mefo will not say a person where get corny, na opposition leader them for Cameroon. But we not say the opposition, we always use them. But we always not say that they always work against we because they hate we as much as the regime, but there are things we can gain from them. Nevertheless, let us not digress. For the first one, the person he talk about betrayal. Say how Tapang Ivor go show video just recently where they salute Eric Tato very fine for airport for hotel for America. Then the next time they talk say he find how they don't catch Eric Tato, they don't log he go for prison, he be very happy, he celebrate him. So they feel saying a betrayal. Our people they need to understand how politics it work because like it or not, any liberation or anything will involve a political outcome get politics. All the friends that will know for this struggle, it be based on our fighting for our country and our people them. The fact say if you see person salodi or you be some person friend, it no make me you be indebted to that person. For talk say, okay, because of my friendship, I go do whatever you want, I go cover you for lie. That one na how way dictatorship did work. If you be some person a friend for this struggle, you see him if na soldier for ground zero. Tomorrow you see say that person if he do things the way you go compromise on security, you need to stop him, irrespective of your friendship. Friendship no be cover for criminality. When somebody do something it be wrong, you need to call him out, whether the person be your friends or not. That blind, naive way for see friendship, it make them some of we the fees will be indebted, and it make them would paralyze ourselves because you join for one group, you know, if you move, and it be connected with the other issue where the person is talking for me about me saying I may be the cell Ambazonia. I want make me the person understand very clearly. Egg of C or IG no be the struggle for Ambazonia. Ambazonian struggle na fight for all we way. They no be employ any man. They no be call any man. May any man fight them. Na thing way be done pain all we. The whole country stand say enough. It be enough. We start became fight them. This group them na just way people that they gather themselves. People they think alike so that they feel fight for a common cause. Or people the way they decide to meet and come together for fight a common cause. So it be effective when you join a group. But that group not ever make mistakes. Say that group then become not a struggle. Those groups not just vehicles. There is a separation between groups and the struggle. So long as that group is the fight for the struggle, that group it be as important as the struggle. But always know say the struggle is not the group. The failure of a group is not the failure or the end of a struggle, including the individuals who have come to represent the struggle. They are not still the struggle. So with the join group, just like I be there with the IG around there with various personality them will help our people them for fight for freedom. When you there for a group, you be friend with them. But when you see say the objective where you join that group for fight them, it must still be effective for you when you there for that group. Or say the group it don't leave the right track, you get obligation for the struggle for come out of that group. That is how country the way they progress. You see some minister they resign. Sometimes party they even dismiss someone them because even some individual then they feel become a problem and the group need to kick them out. Now say the work. You know go talk say because you don't develop friendship with certain individual, no matter what way they do them for a group, you could cover up, you could just leave them for they no. Or you belong in a group and you see that group they don't forsake the road, the right way, or the leader for that group, you don't forsake the right way, and that there is nothing that group can do. It becomes ineffective. You cannot continue to remain there. Otherwise, you are part of the problem. Sometimes people they take this thing in the wrong way because you don't join a group, you don't become friends with them. Then things say you need for begin to cover up for them. You will support them for anything where it happen, and they will take them very personal when you come out. We don't see this one also as a come out for egg of C. People they will be friendship with them, as a commot, then decide to come out deliberately lie. I mean, they know the truth, they know why I come out for the, then come out for deliberately lie. Not only for lie, but they even try to assassinate me, even for instigate and facilitate my assassination and that of my family members. Until today, they still go out blatantly lie when there are evidence on the contrary. Those are devilish things. I talk one of my friend, he tell me, say, he really believe na Biafran person, he follow this struggle. He really believe, say, Ayabacho fi ever facilitate or involve in kidnapping. And I tell you, say, it doesn't matter what we believe about people. When it comes to public issue, our opinion should be shaped by facts. And people who are criminals, they hope that people have short memory. Barrister Tafa in Bamenda is a renowned international jurist and a lawyer that is respected and have reputation amongst the international globe. He has served as a prosecutor in the International Criminal Court and worked in the United Nations. This man was kidnapped in Bamenda. The name of the ADF soldier who did the kidnapping, Chi Omega, I have put it out there. During the kidnapping of this particular barrister, the head of the ADF in Alabukam, when he was called to intervene, even said that this man is not the person that should keep him there. But he cannot intervene him in this matter because the way things are going, he cannot intervene in this particular issue. Ayabacho called this man in captivity and tell that man that you are an enabler. They have no reason to pick him up. I mean, zero. Only because he had money. 2 million was taken from him and 1 million is yet to be paid and he's still being intimidated. I've spoken to him. I have it on the record for respect of the privacy as condition of that communication. It was not meant to be aired. But these are facts, whether you like it or not. When you are a leader and you facilitate or you put policy that encourages something, in international law, they say responsibility of command and control. You are held responsible for the crimes even soldiers beneath you that they commit as a result of policy or instructions that you give to them. These are facts. These are not things that somebody else have made up. When I joined ADF, there was one thing Ayabacho told me. General Mba was a thief. This came out from nobody but Dr. Cho Ayaba to me. Why will he make that statement? You have the closest friend of General Ivo, Yannick. When I came out to talk, I know he have problem with the ADF, but that is a person who trained their Kamanso and has been the trainer of many ADF forces. So they have some issue going on. But when I talk about what Ayabacho was trying to do to me, with the level of positive vibes that I gave him, and they were trying to do what they were trying to do to me, go out and lie like that to me. And I said that then we have to think about the fact that General Ivo, who was leaning towards Seseko, they could kill him. Remember that I was supposed to even travel to Ground Zero to go and help our soldiers. I've taken tactical training in the military to go and help our soldiers because we have inability to have face-to-face confrontation with La Republique. The last time General Efang tried to gather our soldiers in Bui to launch a huge attack, we lost 14 soldiers because of lack of technical and tactical competency. So I was supposed to go down this November in Ground Zero to go and fight and to go and train our soldiers to improve our tactical ability so that the type of things you were seeing from NOPT can be replicated. So with all those things, these guys did what they did to me. So it opened the reason, if somebody could leave Ayabacho or have the potential to leave Ayabacho and that person could die. Remember that Captain Small-Pikin have died. And there is all evidence from his last communication that he had an issue with Ayabacho and he was calling for him to be replaced. I've played those audios. So when I put out things, they are not suspicion only, because it is wrong just to suspect. You can suspect anybody for anything. But when there are evidence, you cannot ignore. You can't ignore it. That is why I put the things I put. But we should never ever lie when there are evidence of the contrary. And whatever we say, we must have substantiative evidence for what we are saying. And I will always hold that mantle, believe it or not. So anyway, the next issue was a write-up that have been released by Dela Dela. Dela Dela is somebody that I've come to appreciate his work on social media. Nevertheless, this is what he wrote. I had an opportunity to talk with an Ambazonian fighter in a corner, politely ask him why should a vehicle disobeying goes down instead of providing alternative and fairer punishment. He replied. The fighter said the Ambazonian used to stop civilian vehicles during lockdown and offer alternative punishment, but proved to be counterproductive for them. He explained that most of the cars seen on the road during ghost towns are French Cameroon soldiers in disguise. Many Ambazonian fighters have been ambushed after trying to stop civilian vehicles, but realizing that there are military personnel inside. He stopped and explained again that the military has taken people's taxis without their consent to patrol, leading some Ambazonian fighters being ambushed. It is difficult to distinguish between a military vehicles and a civilian vehicles during ghost town, which is why they advise our people to stay at home during lockdown. However, he said, people only talk about civilians who died as a result of ghost town, but they don't know how many civilians have been arrested who were not seen as harmful. The fighters have even dispatched nurses to homes where elderly people and children are suffering from critical illnesses. He continued stating that 10 Bs, probably individuals, in civilian attire, inside vehicles, public transport, have been killed during this lockdown. Our people should know that we are not against school, despite media and enemies' propaganda on social media. These are false information to tarnish our reputation. The fighter mentioned that most of them read social media to gauge public opinion. This was signed by Dela. I want to read and all make una understand one thing. This one seems to me like a very lengthy write-up meant to cover up what is happening. And I will tell you people something that is very, very important. Because from the content, going from one subject to another, soldier killed 10 Cameroon B during lockdown and all those things, it appears to me, in my own opinion, that these are just made-up story by Dela to cover up what is happening. Dela will be prone to do so because the AMF has been he's part of the creation of the AMF that have transformed them today as the APLC. So it is not unusual for him to come in because this lockdown was primarily engineered by them. Away from my opinion, now with facts. This is what Dela should know and many of our people to know. When you go out, you try to justify Ambazonian fighters that they are killing people because they disobey lockdown and ghost town. You try to cover up and you try to help them to manage the PR. What you are doing is you are sending a message to these soldiers that what they are doing is right. And the next time they will spill blood, that blood will be part of your responsibility. Remember that Cameroon government, their soldiers are also implementing laws that have been given to them and directives that have been given to them by a leader in Yaoundé who is a dictator, who is a murderer and a killer called Paul Biya. They have been saying by their own SDO, senator, and all these political representatives of Cameroon's regime that tells them to go out there and kill our people and destroy our own property. And we call them terrorists and we try to fight them in every way we can. And we say that there is no justification for what Cameroon is doing. If you are condemning Cameroon for killing our own people, and those killings have instigated our people to pick up arms, today you are justifying Ambazonian killing innocent civilians. Boys driving their car, 2 of them, we heard that one have survived. There was one who is not in the picture who survived with a bullet wound. I've spoken to them. When you kill one innocent Ambazonia, you have destroyed an entire community's support for Ambazonia. They call that one as saying on goal. You score goal for your own poll. All the people that know this boy come out for Turkey, for a chat group for Turkey. They no one hear again about Ambazonia. The boy will hear, I not go talk about his support for Ambazonia or not because they know one me person talk him. But we done lost a big segment of our society each time we kill one innocent Ambazonia. For the quarter where one of them come out for inside Motengene. If you call Ambazonia for that quarter today, that population will carry you, go hand you for La Republic. The whole strategy for Cameroon for use the Atanganji poor it will be enough for turn the population against our soldier them by making them immediately commit excesses. So when our soldier them then commit excesses, whether by putting laws that are nonsensical, those excesses are on goals that helps to destroy our struggle. And no person in his normal sense should cover up the death of an innocent person. There is zero justification. Remember that I am not doing this because it is a lockdown that I didn't support. When the Ambazonian fighters killed a journalist in Bamenda, I came out, I apologized, I engaged with the family. When our soldiers killed people in a Cock Road who were driving vehicles, I condemn it. I go after the soldiers and I make sure that they change. Remember the excesses of General Haji. I confronted him today. He calls me Pa. He's working very well and have destroyed kidnapping for ransom almost to zero within the 7 kata. He's a hero today. Remember Colonel Bruta. You don't know where he comes from, this ADF soldier. I brought this young man from Bechati. You don't know. Look at General Lucifer, who was shooting at people on their leg. We condemn it. Today, General Lucifer is one of the best Ambazonian soldiers we have in Ground Zero. Every time you lie or you try to use shortcuts, you only make something become worse. We must be honest and truthful with our soldiers. This is not about religion. It is just practical. This is science. These are principles. You find it in religion, but these are just science. Lie will never help somebody who is oppressed. Don't compare yourself with the enemy and think if La Republic is doing one thing, you can do it. Cameroon have the power to produce money, currency. They are seen as a sovereign nation and they have a lot of leeway and laxity from the international community. You cannot say because Cameroon is doing one thing, you will do the same. No, you defeat the logic and you take away the ground for which you stand for. So Dela, it is a shame that you come and justify the killing of 2 innocent people. I'm sure if those boys were your own brother, you would not say the same thing. The death of any Ambazonia pains me like my own direct family. That is how any liberator should think. Anytime you use excessive force, you are scoring an own goal. Whether you believe in your mind that I am saying this because I am not with the egg of C, I want to remind you that from day one in this struggle, this is what I've been saying till today. We have seen the consequences. It takes 2 years for Ambazonians to realize the things that Capo Daniel have said right from the beginning. So Dela, what you are doing is not different from what the Cameroon ministers are doing. The Laurent Essous, the Ferdinand Gongo, who are justifying the killing of our people. When Cameroon soldiers killed our soldiers in Garbu, it was their ministers, their governors who came up to lie and even force the local chiefs to lie about what happened. Bring all this justification. So you want to tell we say Ambazonian soldiers they're going to make roadblock, then they're going to shoot civilian there inside motor the fees in a Cameroon military them. You want to tell we say we will believe and so we all be so stupid. When they make roadblock for collect money, they need the mistake for kill the passenger them. Say na La Republic military them. Now only when they do them. Now, so for this type of illegal lockdown, can't you see that there is a direct relationship between evil and wrongness? When you put something, a wrong lockdown, every time innocent people die in their number. Can't you see? Like today is a Sunday. The devil is a liar. Evil is real. Evil is bred in lies, manipulation. And anybody who is a liar, you become a servant of Satan. No matter who you are, hold me to my word. If I have ever lied, point it out to me. If it was a mistake, I will admit it. I will never ever know the truth and come and speak the alternative for the purpose of misleading and deceiving our people. I will never ever do that. That is a mantle I pick up to hold for this struggle for Ambazonia, and I will hold that light until Ambazonian freedom and progress is established. Wrong is wrong. For any Ambazonian soldier who is out there, do not think that if you kill a civilian or an innocent person, you will go free. Not even by the justice of man or the justice of God. you pay for it. And those who facilitate and promote knowing or unknowingly, because you cannot pretend that you don't know the consequences of justifying such illegality. We are fighting against it from Cameroon. You cannot claim that you don't know. Fight the good fight. Right is righteous. Wrong is evil. There is no debate about it. Darkness shall never overpower light. Darkness shall never send away darkness. The darkness of La Republique will cover you because their own darkness is bigger than our own wickedness. But what we can use to defeat them, it is a one stone in the 5 that David picks up to kill the Goliath. Only the truth, only light can drive away darkness. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.